What is up, guys? It's your boy Jay-Z Bottom Lip, and today we're going to be talking about the hardest to easiest characters to learn in Mortal Kombat 1. I don't think I made a video on this, and it's been sitting on me heavy about making this video because I feel like it's very important for you guys to understand what character is considered hard, what character is considered mid, and what character is considered easy. Now, some of these characters can be placed at hard. This just due to like dropping a combo, it can be very crucial, and we'll explain that as well. But I also want you guys to know that I play every single character at the highest level possible, and I feel like I'm probably the best person you can talk to about characters. I enjoy playing every character just because I main Shang Tsung, and just for that typical reason, or that simple reason, is I can transform into any opponent and I can play as their character and my character and a young and old variation as well. So with that being said, I wanted to again explain to you guys on who I think is probably the hardest mid and easiest characters to learn in the game. And we're just going to go straight down the line. So with Astra, I'm going to put Astra at easy character to learn. I'm going to put Baraka at easy character to learn. I'm going to put Geras at hard character to learn. I'm going to put Havoc at mid. I'm going to put Johnny at easy. And I can kind of explain to you guys on how far and why I think this. So Geras, as far as an execution and using Natara and Kung Lao to optimize how many times you can stop time is very important. Understanding how to use the time where he freezes time and he brings out his clones and fight with you, and understanding the route you can have in order to open up your opponent or a combo that you can lead into is very difficult to learn, especially for those who may be their first Mortal Kombat, or even just those who may not know the timing of Geras. And then on top of that, it can be very crucial to hit online. If you drop it, it can be very devastating, basically. Havoc, as far as in Havoc being mid, some of his combos can be a little difficult. As far as in like opening up your opponent and create mind games, it can be a little difficult. Now, his little fireball that he throws out is actually negative. I'll probably do like a video on how to beat Havoc and understand Havoc, so you guys can stop getting hit by gimmicks, because I feel like this character gimmicks you to death and everyone is okay with it. So I would be breaking that character down for you guys. So once you learn how to play against that character, he becomes mid. He is easy, but once you learn how to play that character at his full potential, he becomes mid, because you can't just throw out anything. He'll die for it, basically. So again, just remind me in the comments to explain Havoc and what I think about Havoc. I'll definitely make a video about Havoc and how to beat Havoc. You guys will see like, oh shit, he's been robbing me this whole time. So yeah, once you learn that, again, like once that Havoc learns not to do the things that's considered punishable, then he is going to have to start being a little smarter. And his combos are a little difficult, but not necessarily difficult. But they also need a cameo that's going to assist in the way that he's going to be able to optimize his damage. And he's actually really cool when you play him with Scorpion or Movado. And so Astra, we can always agree with that. Astra is very simple. She's always about dishing damage out, doing 50-50s, and that's about it. Baraka's all about spin blade into being safe and doing it over and over again, and maybe doing overhead and grabbing you. That's literally it. Johnny is a very simple character. He just wants to abuse his plus frames into knee. That's it. Let's not complicate things. Kenchi is considered a difficult character to learn just because you have to use a puppet, and this is very new for a game like this, because most puppet characters are usually in anime fighters, so it's kind of unique that he's in a game like this. So puppet characters are usually tough for Mortal Kombat players or NRS players. He's probably going to be up there for sure when it comes to learning Cindell and Kenchi. We can all agree that once you learn it, it is kind of simple, but then again, it still can be a little difficult to understand the combo routes that you have and how to jail your opponent on block. Even though he is kind of brain dead, we have to give him respect. Katana, I can also say that Katana combos are very easy. She's very simplistic. Like, there's nothing that you need to know about this character that's difficult. Maybe trying to like whiff punish your opponent, but as far as in executing combos and learning this character overall, we can say she's very easy. Just by her kit, being able to do certain strings, good staggers, pressure, and just whiff punishing your opponent, it's just very basic. Kung Lao, we can also put Kung Lao at I can put Kung Lao at easy, just because based upon how he's played, all his combos lead to the same thing, which is usually back forward 2, ending in back forward 2, or usually opening your opponent up with 2-1, and they all lead around the same thing. Like, you can use back 3 and back forward to open your opponent up with a certain cameo, but in reality, you're going to be opening your opponent up with back forward 2. Back forward 2 is going to be very helpful, and it's going to be very good for you guys to utilize as well. Lee May, I'm going to put Lee May at mid. And the only reason I'm putting Lee May at mid because she has so many different unique moves and combos to learn that lead into like more damage, especially with like Janet and Movado once you get out of the easy mode, which would be like Scorpion. Scorpion would probably be the easiest, but when it comes to executing like her special kick into like cameo, it can be super hard unless you're playing with like Janet or Movado. Liu Kang, we can put Liu Kang at easy as well because he's going to do the most easiest combos that lead to like 50%. He's not a difficult character at all. Maybe just trying to like create mind games and shimmy games. But in reality, he has everything that you would want in a character and he executes things very well. And damage wise, he does not struggle. So he's always going to get the same B&B combo with a lot of damage. Molina, we can put Molina at mid just because her combos can lead into more pressure. It can also lead into more damage as well. If you do like teleport into Scorpion and learning how to use her with other cameos such as like Chameleon and I believe like Sonya, Jax, those characters are really simple in a way, but they also can be very difficult in the same sentence as well. And her execution is just right there, not too much, but is enough to where it can be devastating if you drop her combos. Natara, we can put Natara at hard, but right now with the new update, she becomes a little more easier just because her hit confirms are easier now. So you can do like 1, 2, 4 into back down back 2, and that's easier now to hit confirm. It doesn't take too much thought. So in reality, I kind of want to put her at mid now just for the simple fact that she's very, very easy now. And I think they did this on purpose and there's nothing wrong with it. We just have to be honest and accept the fact that she's no longer considered a hard character. And that's great because we'll see more of her. Raiden, we can also put Raiden at easy. Raiden's combos are very, very easy. It's just up to you to hit confirm if you give 4-4 or 1-2 or back to 4-2-2. Once you can learn how to hit confirm those combos, and it becomes very easy. He wants to just do Storm Cell into Pressure Cell, and that's really about it. There's nothing really about this character that's very, very difficulty. With the new update with Rain being able to cancel into certain strings, 2-2. Is it 2-1-1 or is it 2-2-1 with Rain into cancel into another 2-2-1 or 2-1-1? It's very difficult. It's a very tight string, but his cancels become a little more easier to hit confirm, and it also allows you to go for certain combos and everything like that. I cannot necessarily put him at hard, but I definitely could put him at mid. Reiko's being a mid character as well, just for the simple fact that his combos when you're learning him with like Darius or learning him with Tremor can be a little difficult to understand. Once you learn it, you'll be pretty good, but even then like 1-2 into back 4-3 and then going like up 3 or something like that, it can be a little difficult, but it's also an OS where you can hold it and then you can cancel. But if you're playing against someone good and you do something like that, you would definitely get punished. But his combos are not necessarily the easiest, but it's definitely up there, especially when you play him with Janet. Janet's combos become a little difficult, and if you want to see those type of combos, just go watch Rewind when he was playing Janet. Reptile combos can also be mid as well, just because he has a lot of force balls and you have to control them. You can't use the exact same one every time, and the combos that lead into like 4-3-2 and then 1+2 into down up circle, I believe, and then calling a cameo and then continue the combo can be a little difficult, and we have to give Reptile his credit for that as well. Scorpion combos, we can also say Scorpion is a very easy character as far as an execution and executing his combos and open up his opponent as well. He's a very well-rounded character, and I think there's no mistake in that. I think he was just made and designed this way so everyone can enjoy Scorpion because he's the fan favorite of the game. We can put Shang Tsung at a question mark as well, but as far as in like learning how to play this character, it's so deep. We can put him at hard just because he can actually transform into Kenchi. He can also transform into Geras, and he can use their combos and he can use their pressure. As long as he use like Sub-Zero, he can transform into Kenchi, then transform into Kenchi, and then he can use Sento and then combo with Sento and then pressure with Sento. There's so many different things that you can do with Shang. It just depends on what character you're fighting against. And I think you need a big execution window or brain when it comes to playing this character, just for the simple fact that you can literally play every single character in this game. So it takes a lot to understand and play Shang Tsung. And sometimes even using Shang Tsung can be a little difficult to execute. Not his stand for combo, but his combos that lead into Hell Spark, into another Hell Spark, into another Hell Spark, into a setup, into so on and so forth. Shao Kahn, we can also put Shao Kahn at easy, probably the most easiest character in the game, especially because all he wants to do is whiff punish you with stand 2, and stand 2 being 8 frames and has a long hitbox or hurt box or so. It's easier to hit confirm your opponent, especially with 2-2. And then on top of that, a lot of strings that he has are safe, and they lead into safe launchers and so on and so forth. Cindell execution, we have to give her credit for. It's also mid as well, because it can be very difficult from the get-go when it comes to learning this character, because sometimes it can be very difficult to understand how to utilize her because of the fact that she can do like cancels in the air, and it leads to certain combo execution, and then you don't have to waste meter. You can do back 2 into down back 2 in the air, and then you can come forward and then you can execute that. It's a little difficult, but not too difficult. I wouldn't put it at easy. As far as in smoke, maybe his cancels and such, they're very easy. His pressure, that's not really execution, but at the same time, it is execution. So I have to give him his credit for learning how to pressure his opponent. But again, and this is not about pressuring his opponent. It's about how easy his combos can be. And I can honestly say that Smoke's pressure is mid. And his combo execution is also easy, but as far as in like doing his cancels and create mind games, it can be a little difficult. So I can put him at mid. Scorpion, we can also put Scorpion at easy. Again, I don't think this is a mistake. I think this was designed this way just because those two characters, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, are the face of the game. So they want everyone to enjoy this character as much as possible. Tanya, we can also say that Tanya is also very easy as well. She's a very straightforward character. Her game plan and everything she wants to do is very easy. We're not going to over here and complicate the character. Now, she does have some hard execution cameos that make her combos kind of hard. Like if she uses Chameleon and she wants to do fan lift after back 3-2-2, back 3-4-4. This is when she spins on the ground and then she wants to go up in the air or so. That move can be very difficult to execute, especially until 2-4 while she's in the air and then like continue the combo. It can be a little difficult, to be honest. So I have to give her credit, but overall, this character is a very straightforward character. As far as in Omni-Man is also a very easy character to learn as well. But as far as in to do his executed combos or like the ones that are optimal, we can also give him his credit as well. We can also say that a lot of times when playing this character, he's a straightforward character. And a lot of times he just wants to be able to do 1-2-2 or 2-2 or 4-3. And he's a very straightforward character. Again, he's not difficult at all. We're also going to put this character at easy. Quan Chi, as far as I'm playing Quan Chi, he can be very difficult. And we have to give him his respect for this. I will also put Quan Chi at hard. And the reason why I put Quan Chi at hard is because learning how to do certain setups with this character rather than just doing it is also very difficult and it's not easy to execute. And you won't see a lot of people playing Quan Chi for numerous reasons, not just because he has bad buttons, but also because a lot of times he takes a little execution when it comes to his set play and his setups as well. And there's so many different routes and ways that you can play this character depending on the cameo that you use. Peacemaker is also a easy executed character, and again, I think that's because he's a DLC, and most of the time with DLC they're usually busted, but they also want the characters to be designed in a way where everyone can play them. But on the contrary, we also have another DLC which is Ermac, and Ermac and Quan Chi are also both DLC, and I can place Ermac in hard just because you have to learn how to cancel with this character and then create pressure with the character, and a lot of combos that lead into cameos, and learning how to do the executed 1-2-4 in the air is also very difficult to do, into 4 into float and then try to create a mind game to breaking your opponent's pressure, or armor wake up is also difficult as well. He also is a character that plays off of his cancels a lot, so if you don't know how to cancel, it can be very difficult to play this character. We can also put Homelander at the top as well for execution, and then on top of that, how difficult it is to play this character. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and take the character into practice and try to execute him within 30 minutes to an hour, and then go online and see how well you do. That itself should be enough for you guys to understand how difficult it is to play this character. To Takeda is a new character that just came out not too long ago. Takeda, in my opinion, is one of the characters that could be considered a hard executed character. But once you learn how to play this character, again, like all the other mid characters, he becomes very easy. I can also put Takeda at mid as well when it comes to learning the execution of the character as well. So this is about it for execution of the game, guys. If you guys have any questions about the characters that I named or the characters that I said as far as in like execution, just let me know down in the comments below. And if you have any questions on how you can learn these characters, I can definitely help you with that. I also have a Discord in the chat. In the bio below. If you have any questions, you can always message me on Discord as well. I apologize for a lot of people I haven't responded to just because of how busy I've been lately. But again, I normally answer every single question and comment that you guys leave me no matter what. So again, appreciate you guys. It's your boy Jay-Z Bottom Lip. I'm out.